Hold your candles.
49 names were read at a vigil for those who were slaughtered at an Orlando nightclub last year. Children were among the dozens killed in an attack in Nice. 12 died in a mass shooting at the Navy Yard in Washington 4 years ago. Studies by the FBI and others show mass killings have tripled in the past few years in the U.S., where firearms are the preferred weapons. But killers have also used trucks filled with fertilizer, and in 2001, airplanes. The names of nearly 3,000 people who lost their lives are inscribed on a memorial in New York City. J. Reed Malloy is a forensic psychologist who studies mass killings.
But we find that these individuals typically have more in common than they do in terms of differences.
In a Skype interview, Malloy said mass killers have a history of psychiatric problems. They are mostly men. They have rocky, intimate relationships, and the killings are a quest for status. Even if the killers claim to act on behalf of some cause, Malloy says that's not necessarily the reason for their actions.
Oftentimes, the pathway to violence begins with a personal grievance. And that grievance is typically has three components to it. One is there's some kind of loss. Secondly, there's the feeling of humiliation. And then thirdly, there's anger toward and blaming of a person or a group of people that have caused them to have this problem.
He says access to weapons is one factor, but social media is another.
I had friends on Facebook message me saying that he's not here, and then I didn't want to believe it. And then I refreshed the page that's telling the victims, and at 6:10, I saw his name on the page, and I broke out in tears.
Malloy says social media makes the killers notorious, and when other people see these attacks, sometimes in real time, they want to imitate these atrocities. Malloy expects to see even more mass killings in the future. Carol Pearson, VOA News, Washington.